Hey, it's Joe Amoia, your ambassador for love. Today I want to talk about something that I see happen all the time with a lot of the members of our GPS for Love community. Now, if you're the type of person who tends to jump into relationships really quickly, or you tend to stay in relationships really long, and you know what I'm talking about, then you're going to love this video. Because what I believe is that at the core of this essential theme is what's really going on, what's really causing you to struggle. And it's what I call owning your awesomeness. Now, if I were to meet you on the street and I would say, are you awesome? You're going to have one of two answers. You're going to have one where, yeah, I know I'm awesome. I know I rock. Or your answer might be, no, I really don't feel good about myself. Well, if you don't own it, that's cool, because at least you're aware of that. That's not what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about a lot of the individuals who say they own it, who know that they're special, who know that they deserve a great guy and a great relationship. But when you look at the history of their relationship patterns, you see, it doesn't happen. Because here's a little clue. Here's a little indicator, okay, which lets you know if you really own your awesomeness or not. You want to know what it is? Well, pay close attention. If you really did own your awesomeness, you wouldn't put up with crap from guys. You wouldn't tolerate all the BS. You wouldn't make excuses for why it's okay to stay in a crappy and unfulfilling relationship. You would know, you know what? I'm a good person and I have a lot to offer. And I don't deserve to be with any man who gives me less than what I deserve. It really is that simple. I want you to go back and I want you to look at that last sentence, because it simply comes down to, when you own your awesomeness, you know that you cannot and will not tolerate any crap from a guy. It doesn't mean you're picky. It doesn't mean that you're better than someone. You know, one of my favorite expressions, there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. When I first met my wife, she didn't come off like, you know, I'm this great thing. She had what I call is quiet confidence, is that she knew deep inside that she was a good person and she had a lot to offer. And if you look back at her relationship history, she knew that she couldn't settle. And she often made some tough decisions. And that's the telltale sign. Whenever I talk to someone, which lets me know, do they really own their awesomeness? Because when you own your awesomeness, you're willing to walk away from the good to get the great. So here's a little homework for you. Go back, look at your past. In those relationships where it was okay, you know, you may have thought it was better than it really was. Did you stay? Did you make excuses? Or did you say, you know what? I deserve better than this. I'm not going to tolerate this. This will never give me the kind of relationship that I'm really looking for. And if you can say that, then you do own your awesomeness. And if you don't, there's the first clue. That's where you start. You start by asking yourself this one question. Why? Why don't I own my awesomeness? Because deep down, there's something going on unconsciously which is blocking you. And that's the real core. That's the real issue that you need to address. So here's your homework. If you honestly look back and see, you know what? If I get real, it appears that I don't own my awesomeness. Simply ask yourself this question. Why? And just start thinking about that. You know, just start perturbating on that. Okay? Just start really reflecting on that and start going deeper, because that's where the true answers lie. It doesn't come because you can find another guy, and if you don't own your awesomeness, it may be great in the beginning, but it'll never lead to the kind of relationship you really deserve. And so the reason I want to create this today is I want to let you know that you are awesome, okay? And you deserve the very best. There is a guy out there who will be able to give it to you, but it won't happen until you step up and you own it. Not from here, but from here, from deep in your heart. As always, it's an honor and privilege to be here with you. I'd love to hear your feedback. Whatever questions that come up as a result of this, you know I'm here for you. I'll see you next time. Much love.